Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Fajar Afif, and today I'm gonna explain the educational research, function and types of educational research. Lesson objective. The first one, to list and discuss the four functions of educational research: basic, applied, evaluation, and action. Second, to present an overview of the various types of educational research. And then, to compare and contrast the qualitative and quantitative approach to research. Basic research. Uh, Basic research is a research approach that is entirely theoretical and aimed at improving or expanding the knowledge base of a particular field of study. It focuses on knowledge for its own, and it is primarily driven by curiosity and the needs to explore the unknowns. Basic research involves the process of collecting and analyzing information to develop and enhance theory. Basic research may not be directly concerned with the social utility of their findings, and it might be years before basic research finds some educational application. And we continue with the applied research. Applied research is designed to focus on providing practical solutions to a specific problems. It is a form of investigation that entails solution-oriented inquiries into a phenomenon. Applied research takes theories developed by basic research and tests them in real life, supplies the data that supports, guides, or revises theories developed by basic research, designed to solve current educational problems. In many cases, applied research is a follow-up research designed for basic research because it further investigates the outcomes of pure or basic research in order to validate these findings and apply them to create innovative solutions to specific problems. And there are several differences between basic research and applied research. We come from definition. Applied research is a research methodology that creates practical solution for specific problem, while basic research is an approach to research that seeks to expand knowledge in a field of study. This means that applied research is solution driven while basic research is knowledge specific. Basic research seeks to advance the frontier of knowledge by creating new theories or modifying existing ones. On the other hand, applied research is primarily concerned with creating solutions to problems by collecting and analyzing empirical data in order to arrive at valid research outcome. The characteristic applied research is primarily defined by its focus on providing a practical solution to a defined problem, while basic research is primarily defined by its focus on expanding knowledge. On the other hand, basic research is a theory-oriented, applied research is practical-oriented. Applied research is action-oriented and synthetic in nature, while basic research is explanatory and analytical in nature. Basic research is solution-specific and primarily concerned with the expansion of knowledge and not with the application of research findings, which is the focus on applied research. Next, advantages of basic research over applied research. Basic research results in the acquisition of new knowledge, and it also expands existing knowledge, while applied research does not lead to the acquisition of new knowledge. Applied research only focuses on applying knowledge to solve existing problems, and it is solution specific. Findings from basic research have been predominantly responsible for breakthrough in different fields of study, while findings from applied research are primarily useful for solving specific research problems. We continue with the research purpose. Basic research is driven by curiosity and the needs to explore new areas of knowledge in different fields. On the other hand, applied research is driven by the needs to provide answers to specific questions in order to solve a problem. This means that applied research is primarily concerned with the examining empirical evidence for answer, while in basic research, the researchers examines data sample in order to gather more information about them. Such information improve the quality of knowledge of the subject matter. Uh, the next scope of research, generally applied research, is more limited in scope when compared to basic research. This is because unlike basic research that can be applied to this diverse concept, applied research largely focuses on a specific subject and its research outcomes are primarily relevant to this subject. Because it deals with diverse concepts across different subject matters. Basic research is considered a more universal research method than conceptual research. Fundamental research explores knowledge across multiple dimensions in order to gather new information and improve an existing body of knowledge. The next slide, evaluation research. Evaluation research is interested in making decisions about quality, effectiveness, or value of educational programs, product, or practices. The focus is on making decisions about effectiveness and not on the development of new knowledge. Formative evaluation consists of monitoring the ongoing progress of a program, product, and practice. Summative evaluation is judging the overall impact of a program, product, or practice. Action research uses scientific research method to examine local problem or issues. Research done by the teachers for teachers. There are many different models including the following: identification of problem or area of inquiry, development of a plan, acting, implementing the plan, observing or collecting and analyzing the data, reflecting, evaluating, and revising if necessary. We continue to the next slide. Quantitative, and there is qualitative. Deductive theory, hypothesis, data confirmation, theory testing, prediction, establishing fact, hypothesis testing, isolates variable, uses large sample, collect data using tests and formal instrument. Develop before study is initiated, structure proposal is formal. Mainly statistical, descriptive, and inferential, while the qualitative, inductive, observation, patterns, tentative, hypothesis, theory, describe multiple realities, develop deep understanding, examines full context, interact with participants, collect data face-to-face from participants, begins with an initial idea that evolves as researchers learn more about participant and setting, mainly interpretive and descriptive, and also extensive narrative. There is quantitative data analysis. Once data is collected, you may need to process it before it can be analyzed. For example, survey and test data may need to be transformed from word to number. Then you can use statistical analysis to answer your research question. Descriptive statistic will give you a summary of your data and include measure of average of variability. You can also use graph, scatter plots, and frequency tables to visualize your data and check for any trends or outlier. Qualitative research is endlessly creative and interpretive. The researchers doesn't just live in the field with mountain of empirical data and then easily write up his or her findings. Qualitative interpretation are constructed and various techniques can be used to make sense of the data, such as content analysis, grounded theory, and so on. The qualitative research have limitation. The problem of adequate validity or reliability is a major criticism. Because of the subjective nature of qualitative data and its origin is single context, it is difficult to apply conventional standard of reliability and validity. For example, because of the central role played by the researchers in the generation of data, it is not possible to replicate qualitative studies. Also, context, situation, events, condition, and interaction cannot be replicated to any extent, nor can generalized be made to a wider context. The strengths, because of close researcher involvement, the researchers gains an insider's view of field. This allows the researchers to find issues that are often missed by the scientific, more positive inquiries. Qualitative description can play the important role of suggesting possible relationship, causes, effects, and dynamic processes. Qualitative analysis allow for ambiguities or contradiction in the data, which are a reflection of social reality. Qualitative research uses a descriptive narrative style. This research might be particular benefit to the practitioner as the particular benefit to the practitioner. And the last, the method. Experiment typically quantitative data as they are concerned with the measuring things. However, other researches methods such as control observation and questionnaires can produce both quantitative information. For example, a rating scale or closed question on a questionnaire would generate quantitative data as this product either numerical data or data that can be put into categories. Experimental method limits and the possible way in which a research participant can reach and express appropriate social behavior. Findings are therefore likely to be context-bound and simply a reflection of the assumption which the researcher brings to the investigation. Quantitative researchers try to control extraneous variables by conducting their studies in the lab. The research aims for objectivity and separate from the data. The design of study is determined before it begins. For the quantitative researchers, reality is objective and exists separately to the researchers and capable being seen by anyone. Research, research is used to the a theory and ultimately support or reject it. I think that's all for me. If I have any mistake, I'm sorry, and thank you.